Hey, do you have any idea how awesome the upcoming games for the Quest 2 are? Well, I'm about to go through the best games coming soon to the Quest platform, so let's go! There are already a lot of fantastic games on the platform, but the developers are finally starting to see the massive potential of VR, which means we're gonna start seeing AAA games coming to the Quest really soon. Some of them as soon as this Christmas season. I won't keep you waiting any longer, so please subscribe if you enjoy this type of content and want to stay up to date with the best games for your VR headset. Let's get straight into it. Sniper Elite VR. I wanted to start off with a long-standing series that has been critically acclaimed time and time again, so seeing it come to VR has got me really excited. In this one, you'll be fighting for the Italian resistance in a brand new set of missions set in Sicily during World War II. As opposed to the classic PC series, Sniper Elite VR literally puts you in the shoes of an Italian soldier, as it will feature first-person view, meaning you will see through the eyes of your character as you wield a pretty large range of weapons such as of course snipers, as well as SMGs and pistols. The game will feature free movement as well as a teleport mechanic for those prone to motion sickness, so it will be suitable for a large audience by catering to how experienced they are with options such as this one. This one is going to be amazing, so I can't wait to try it out. The Climb 2. It was revealed during the Quest 2 launch event in September and is the sequel to the hit game from 2016 named, you guessed it, The Climb. And the second one from the series is coming to Quest headsets this holiday season. Well known for its breathtaking visuals and well-polished mechanics, Part 2 offers us more locations with new mountain peaks and now even a city setting where you can climb skyscrapers, which is definitely going to be a fantastic experience to play through. I fully expect this one to be enhanced for the Quest 2, especially since as far as we know at this point, it will be a Quest exclusive, so it really makes sense to take advantage of the extra horsepower on the newer headset. So, new locations, better graphics, and it's going to be here by the end of the year. Let's move on to the next one. Warhammer 40,000 Battle Sister. This is one of those titles that could prove to be an absolute must-have, whether you're familiar with the Warhammer franchise or not. It was announced during Facebook Connect as well, and we now have a few more details and gameplay videos of it. Battle Sister's story is set during the 41st millennium. Yes, millennium. And you'll play as Ophelia, one of the Adepta sisters in the Warhammer sci-fi universe. In your fight against the forces of chaos, you'll wield a ton of weapons, from a bolt pistol to a chainsaw, as well as take advantage of various powers. So it will be brutally awesome. While we don't have too much info on the story itself, we do know that storytelling is a big part of it. The developers have said they will be using cutting-edge technology in developing this game to stretch the Quest 2 to its limits, by using streaming and batching when it comes to the in-game content, which in plain English means bigger worlds with lower memory use and faster load times. It's safe to say that if they pull it off and manage to happily marry a good story with insane graphics, it's going to be one of the most amazing showcase games on the Quest platform, and I absolutely can't wait to try it out, so really keep an eye out for this one. Pistol Whip 2089. During the same Facebook event that revealed the previous title, we got a glimpse into a new and exciting expansion for Pistol Whip called Pistol Whip 2089, which promises to add a cinematic campaign mode with new weapons, mechanics, and enemies. The developers have almost doubled the number of songs in the original game since launch, but this looks like the first real expansion and a pretty big addition to this sci-fi rhythm shooter, by adding not only new goodies, but also aiming to develop an actual story around the game, which to me sounds exciting and I can't wait to play it in a bit over a month from now. Myst. I just love it when classics get a VR revamp. And this is one of those games which was just begging to be brought to VR, as it was pretty much a smash hit on every platform it was ever ported to. If you haven't heard about it or played the original or any of the revamps, the story of the game is located on a small but beautiful island riddled with puzzles and mysteries that you will be tasked with solving as you uncover the story of a ruthless family betrayal. The game is coming this December, and the developers, Cyan, seem to want to keep the mystery both inside and outside the game, since they haven't revealed too many details about what we should expect from what could honestly be a VR masterpiece, so I definitely look forward to it. Jurassic World Aftermath. If you've ever played Alien Isolation, then you know the nerve-wracking moment when you hide somewhere waiting for that disgusting creature to pass by. hoping it doesn't hear you and come knocking. Well, Jurassic World Aftermath is somewhat similar, except instead of aliens, you'll encounter velociraptors. Your task is to recover valuable information, but of course that goal does not go according to plan at all. And you find yourself trapped in an abandoned research facility located on Isla Nublar. You will be able to move around freely in hopes of recovering the confidential research and escaping to the mainland as soon as possible, while also trying to outsmart your new deadly dino pals. You'll be solving puzzles using various tools and devices and figuring out ways to distract the beasts that are out to get you as you move around from hiding place to hiding place. This is looking like a really interesting yet spine-chilling experience, and it's expected to land on the Oculus Quest platform in June 2021. Hey there, we still have a lot of games to go through in this video, but if you're enjoying it so far, please consider subscribing. It would help me and the channel more than you can imagine. Now let's get back to the video with the title that I personally cannot wait for. Star Wars: Tales from the Galaxy's Edge. After being praised for the Vader Immortal series, the developer ILM X-Lab has been hard at work bringing yet another Star Wars exclusive game to the Oculus platform. This one's super interesting because besides the fact that it has a certain degree of awesomeness just for bearing the Star Wars brand, they've actually partnered with the same people who designed the Galaxy's Edge theme park at Disneyland and aim to pretty much mirror that experience in VR, and of course adding a lot more interactivity, actions, and various alien creatures. In this upcoming action-adventure game, you'll be in the shoes of a droid technician that crash lands on the planet of Batuu, near the Black Spire outpost, a trading outpost filled with smugglers and gangs. According to the developers, you'll be able to fully explore the outpost as well as roam around what they call the wilds of Batuu, as well as visit other planets in the form of memories as part of the storytelling experience. You're gonna have blasters, gadgets, and even a lightsaber, and all the voice characters are the ones you already know from the movies. So C-3PO, R2-D2, and even Master Yoda himself will sound exactly as you'd expect them to. As far as we know right now, Tales from the Galaxy's Edge will have 2 parts, with part 1 set to release in just a few days on November 19th, and the second one sometime in early 2021. The game is supposed to have a much larger scope than Vader Immortal, so it's going to be a blast trying this one out. Contractors. This VR first-person competitive shooter was launched back in 2018 on Steam and for the Oculus Rift, and is now coming to the Quest platform very soon. The easiest way I would describe this one is as a mix of Counter-Strike and Call of Duty. It's a team-based multiplayer game that is a bit faster paced compared to a similar title like Onward. It comes with various game objectives, a ton of weapons, and it also includes offline playing modes and co-op missions in case you decide to shoot some bad guys somewhere without Wi-Fi. The graphics will likely be a bit of a downgrade from the PC version, which is to be expected since you're going to be running it on a mobile platform. But as long as the core mechanics are kept the same, you probably won't even notice the difference while being shot at with an M4. This one will be out really soon on December 3rd, so let's hope we won't see any delays until then, because VR is really shaping up to be an important part of esports. Warhammer Age of Sigmar, Tempestfall. Surprisingly, we have another title set in the Warhammer universe on this list. It really seems the franchise is on a roll this year. We don't have as many details about this one yet, since its release date is still TBD sometime in 2021. But it's supposed to be focused more on magic and melee weapons for the combat, so we'll just have to wait and see. Wraith the Oblivion, Afterlife. I'm not big into horror titles, but this one really intrigues me, because you're essentially already dead, so what could go wrong, right? In this exploration-focused horror title, you'll inhabit the spirit of a wraith and have full control of its supernatural powers. Telekinesis, environment control, or straight up going through walls is just a glance of what you'll be able to do as your powers grow stronger and stronger while you explore deeper and deeper into the Shadowlands. You'll navigate around Barclay Mansion and uncover its secrets. But beware, you're not the only spirit with unfinished business, so be careful when roaming around those dark hallways. GORN. This is a PC VR port, and the news of this ridiculously fun gladiator-style game with physics-based combat coming to the Quest platform hit the internet in September. But the developers did not wish to put a release date on it yet, since they're committing to get the best possible result for what the Quest can handle. For those who haven't heard of it before, a short description would be that it's a comically violent arena-based fighting game, in which you'll face opponents of increasing difficulty. With a large arsenal to choose from, you'll be able to use nunchucks, swords, maces, hammers, or even just your bare hands if that's your cup of tea. Keep an eye out for it if it looks like something you'd enjoy, or simply try out the Oculus Rift version on your Quest using Oculus Link or Virtual Desktop. I hope you're not tired of hearing my voice because we're not done yet. So drop a like on the video and consider subscribing so that I'll know to make more content just like this one. But I have 5 more games for you that have been announced and I think they have massive potential on the Quest 2. So let's get into it. Assassin's Creed and Splinter Cell. And I'm bundling these two together because they both come from Ubisoft's Red Storm Studios in collaboration with Ubisoft Reflections. They've done a great job with previous VR titles they've developed such as Eagle Flight or Star Trek Bridge Crew. And while we don't really have any details about the gameplay itself, imagine combining the mechanics from The Climb with phantom covert ops, add a hidden blade, and you basically have a recipe for success in my opinion. I really look forward to them, especially Assassin's Creed, because I'm a big fan of the franchise. Alright, this next one might probably not be a great fit for everybody because Space Pirate Arena is a multiplayer hall scale game. Yes, not room scale, hall scale. It's designed to give us a glimpse into the future of laser tag, which involves getting off of our couches and onto tennis courts and basketball courts, because it involves you actually physically moving through the space. I'm really curious to see this one unfold since it sounds like a really interesting concept and it could even turn into a big esports title. Project 4 is a placeholder name for some sort of Quest version of the well-known Boneworks. There aren't too many details available about it yet, but it's supposed to be set in a similar universe to Boneworks and possibly feature a similar physics engine. But it will be a standalone title, not a port of Boneworks. So whether you love or hate Boneworks, having a game like this on the Quest would be a marvel of technology. It's supposed to hit the Oculus Store in Q2 of 2021, so I'm definitely keeping my eyes on it, and I'm gonna update you on any details that come out about it until then. You've probably already seen the awesome trailer for Medal of Honor Above and Beyond, but what you might not know is that Mike Doran, who is an executive producer at Oculus Studios, said in a Reddit comment that after the PC version of the game is released this December, they will start looking into a port to the Quest. They are really focused on quality and storytelling, so if you ask me, they'll only bring it to the Quest platform if they can retain that atmosphere and as much of the graphical fidelity as possible. As a comparison, while there's definitely a lot less detail in the Quest version of The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners, it plays superbly and is a lot of fun because they've retained most of what makes it an awesome game. There's a great selection of high quality games coming to the platform, so we all have a lot to look forward to. Until then, you can click either here or here to choose what to watch next while you wait for these amazing games to come out. Please consider subscribing if you've enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers!